From disappearing family members to hidden secrets, Bluey has more mysteries than you might think. Today, we're uncovering the strangest and most puzzling details that might make you see the show differently. Let's start with Cornelius. Have you ever noticed that Cornelius Winton might have a secret past? In the episode Movies, there's a poster showing a bulldog detective who looks just like him, except with a mustache. That's odd, right? The character has the same fur color, the same face, and even the same serious expression. If that really is Cornelius, then what does that mean? Could he actually be a famous actor in Australia? Or maybe he just looks a lot like this detective. Either way, it might explain why he seems so popular with the ladies. But there's something else strange about the Winton family. We know Cornelius is Winton's dad, but what about his mom? In the episode Helicopter, Winton asks Bluey for a ride to his dad's house. That's a big clue. If he lived with Cornelius, wouldn't he just say, home? So, where is Winton's mom? And why haven't we seen her? Anyway, let's move on to the next secret that includes chocolate milk. In the episode Tradies, we meet two workers building a pond at the Healer house. One of them, nicknamed Chocolate Milk, seems to be having a rough time with his girlfriend. From what Bluey and Bingo overhear, they've been arguing for at least 3 days. That's not just a little disagreement, that's a full-on relationship crisis. But why? Unlike Frisky and Bandit's brother, this breakup mystery doesn't seem to involve another person. Instead, it might be about something Chocolate Milk did. On the first day, he arrives in his green pickup truck with his girlfriend. The next day, he shows up in his boss's car. Turns out, he can't drive his own truck anymore. And there's one more detail. Under the stairs, the pups draw a picture with a beer mug in it. Could this be a clue? Maybe he lost his license from drinking and driving. If so, no wonder his girlfriend was upset. Lesson learned. If you value your car and your relationship, think twice before making bad decisions. Speaking of this, have you ever noticed something suspicious about Uncle Rad? He looks just like the rest of the Healer family, except for one thing. His fur is red. That might not seem like a big deal until you realize both Grandpa Bob and Grandma Chris are officially listed as blue Healers. So, how did Rad end up red? Here's where it gets interesting. Red Healers and blue Healers are the same breed, but the red coat is a dominant trait. And if both parents are blue, having a red pup is super rare. That means either Rad is adopted, he has a different parent, or he just hit the genetic jackpot. Bingo also has a reddish coat, but that makes sense since Chilli is a red Healer. In Rad's case, not so much. So, was there another red Healer in the family tree, or is Uncle Rad just one in a million? Either way, it looks like he's the real family mystery. While this family is full of colors, Chloe's family member kinda vanished. Turns out she has a little brother, but you'd be forgiven for not knowing that. We catch a glimpse of him once in season 1, when Chloe's mom is pushing a stroller. Seems pretty normal, right? Except that's the only time we ever see him. Even when Bluey visits Chloe's house, he's mysteriously absent. Is he just napping all the time, too young to join in the games? Or, plot twist, did the writers just decide to quietly erase him from existence? If that's the case, the poor kid never even got a chance to bark his first words. While he vanished, there's another big drama going on with Indy. Indy's family follows a strict vegan diet, but has anyone ever asked if she actually likes it? In markets, we see her struggling to find something she can eat. No processed food, no animal products, just fruits and veggies. Meanwhile, Bluey happily picks out whatever she wants. Indy doesn't say much, but let's be honest, she doesn't look too excited about her options. Then, there's Bandit mentioning that they ate a vegan roast at Indy's house. That means her whole family sticks to the diet, no exceptions. But here's where things get interesting. In the episode Wild Girls, Winton pretends to be a pig escaping a butcher, and Indy is one of the kids chasing him. For someone raised on a plant-based diet, she sure seems enthusiastic about catching a pig. So, is Indy secretly dreaming of a cheeseburger, or is she just really good at playing pretend? Anyhow, did you notice this one? If not, then we deserve appreciation, so hit that like button. And if you did already notice that, comment Indy to let us know. Now, what about her? Dad? For 3 whole seasons, there's been one big question. Where is Indy's dad? We've seen her mom plenty of times, like in markets, where they run a vegan stall together, but her dad is nowhere to be seen. The biggest clue comes from when Indy tells Rusty that dads stay home to take care of the kids while moms go to work. That's how she sees the world, which probably means that's how things work in her own family. And in the episode Early Baby, we learn that Indy has a premature baby sister who likely needs extra care. If her dad is the one staying home, he's probably busy looking after after the baby instead of selling veggies at the market. So, will we ever meet him? Or is he just too caught up in baby duties to make an appearance? At this point, we'll take even a blurry background shot. Other than Indy, there's one more character hiding a shocking secret, and that is Snickers. Some fans think he has a hidden health condition, and honestly, they might be onto something. For starters, he almost never takes off his hat, ever. Since he was a baby, that cap has been glued to his head. Could it just be a style choice? Sure, but some believe he wears it for medical reasons, maybe to protect a sensitive spot on his skull. Then there's his absence in the episode The Sign. When Bluey's classmates gather to say goodbye, Snickers is nowhere to be seen. Could it be that he was homesick? Or maybe he just couldn't handle the drama? Whatever the case, Snickers is definitely hiding more than just a great fashion sense, unlike Frisky and her failed affair with Bosco. In the episode Double Babysitter, we learned that Frisky, Bluey's godmother, used to date a dog named Bosco. And it wasn't just a casual thing. Bluey knew about him, which means he must have been around the Healer family a lot. You don't introduce your boyfriend to your godchildren unless it's serious, right? But here's where things get weird. When Bluey asks Frisky how many friends she has, she hesitates before saying, just 3. She looks uncomfortable, like she doesn't want to talk about it. Then, when Bosco is mentioned, she sadly admits she thought love was forever. And then, at the end of the episode, Frisky says all princes like to show off and then chase after another princess. That sounds a lot like someone who got cheated on, but not for long. This brings us to our next clue about a guest. At Rad and Frisky's wedding, there's one guest who stands out, and not just because we've never seen her before. While Rad picked his brothers, Bandit and Stripe, as groomsmen, Frisky chose Chilli, and a mystery dog no one expected. Weddings are a big deal, and people usually choose someone important to be by their side. So, who is she? A sister? A childhood friend? If she were Frisky's sister, you'd think we would have heard about her before. And if she's just a close friend, why not Aunt Brandy, who has known Frisky and Chilli since they were kids? One thing we do know, she's not married. The bouquet toss made that pretty clear, but that just adds more questions. Who is she? And why was she chosen over someone we actually know? Well, there's a much bigger issue than a mere guest in Bluey's world, and that is the jobs of Bandit and Chilli. Here's a thought. What if Bandit and Chilli don't actually have jobs anymore? In the episode The Sign, the Healer family almost moves away, and it seems like they were fully prepared for it. That means they probably resigned from their jobs before making the big decision. But when they suddenly decided to stay, did their bosses just welcome them back with open arms? Think about it. Bandit works as an archaeologist, a job that isn't exactly easy to come by. And Chilli, she's got an airport gig, which probably requires a lot of scheduling and approvals. If they already quit, there's a real chance they didn't get those jobs back. So what now? Are they secretly job hunting? Or maybe this explains why Bandit is always home playing crazy games with the kids. If he starts digging holes in the backyard a little too enthusiastically, we might have to start questioning that other wild theory about him. And there you have it. Some of the strangest and most shocking secrets hiding in Bluey. While these little mysteries might leave us guessing, they only add to the fun of the show. After all, not everything needs a clear answer, right? Did we uncover something you never noticed before? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more exciting content. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.